It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. He's coming off a quality showing last week. Well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Saints and the Texans. Next on Madden Football.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Carr now on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there, because they were driving the football before that interception, and then Not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
And they'll accept that penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On second down, here's Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft. Fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back onto sand.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. You look at the Saints defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run it again with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throw left side to Kincaid. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Will Anderson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Or maybe a moral
victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston set to take over.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Mayfield down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, you'll have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. This is caught. It's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Carr.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Kamara with a run on 1st down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. 2nd and 10.
This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
29 yards.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and he makes the score 21-10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
And now out comes Houston. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mayfield to the right side and caught by Dell.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Carr now to throw. On the move to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Now Mayfield. And this one too low.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gibbs straight ahead.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking long for Thomas.
And this is incomplete. Oh, looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a first down carry, it's Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck is on his side. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Carr. That is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And the comeback may start out. It's intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll go down at the 28. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the Saints' 19-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
And they take a knee. They'll run with Boone here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with